Well, hey everybody, it's Hex here, and today what I've got for you is a super simple futuristic house that is modular and you can build in lots of different ways, in lots of different colors, and I really like this thing. I think it's really small. It might not look like much, maybe like seriously, but like I think this thing is really cool. It's one of my favorite builds. I actually built this thing a while ago, a couple of years ago on the PS4 when I was playing on PS4. So yeah, let me just show you real quick. So basically all it is it's this little thing right here. And my thought on this is like, let's say that like you flew to like another planet and made like a colony or something, right? And like maybe you needed like a really simple house design, but that was modular so that you could use it for different types of buildings like houses or barns or whatever you needed to use as far as colonizing the new place. And it's made of, relatively simple materials, and it's relatively simple, but still spacious and nice. So I'm not going to do the tutorial on the interior, but let me just show you kind of what the interior looks like, because I think it looks pretty cool. Let's try that again. So this is what it could look like, right? Like you can have like a little space to chill out, maybe like a little kitchen, place to sleep, and your enchanting area there or whatever. So you could do this as like kind of like a starter survival house, and then you can actually add on to it as you start to expand. And let me show you a couple different ways that you could maybe add on to it. So the first way, I just stacked two on top of each other, and we have a little two-story little modular house. And then there's this one here that I put another one next to it like this. So I basically stacked 1, 2, and then there's a third one out over here, and that has 3 modular little houses. And then I decided to put the entrance over here, and as you can probably see through the windows, I did not decorate either of these two, but you can just see that. And then this one here, I used some acacia wood, which is what I'm going to do the tutorial in, just because I think it shows up nice on the video probably, and it's just kind of like a nice little color. But the cool thing is you could do colors of all different sorts with this sort of build. And this one here, I used some red concrete and some white concrete for the inside part, or for the this little like interior part, whatever you want to call that. And then I used just some stone slabs for the roof. And this one here, I did kind of like another secondary roof right here. And I'm not going to do a tutorial on this, but once you see the other part, you're going to see how this is done. So you could do so once you see like the other tutorial, you'll figure out this out. It's not too hard. So it's basically this same thing, only just in a block and then a little bit smaller without the windows. So yeah. All right, let's do a little tutorial on how to build just the single module, and then I'll kind of talk about just really briefly how to sort of expand it and make some of these larger ones. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to pick a spot wherever you want the corner of your house to be, and you're just going to make 4 blocks like that. Okay, then you're going to make another 3 this way. So really, there. So you have 4 this way and 4 this way. And then I'm going to put a space of 3, 1, 2, 3, and then I'm going to build another one of those like that. Okay, and then I'm going to do another space 3 and put 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3 like that. Okay, and then I do another space of 3, so it's basically a square. And 1, 2, 3, just like that. Once you have this square thing like this, all you have to do from there is you're going to build it up 4 tall. So 1, 2, 3. So this is going to be the 3rd layer, and then the 4th one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Like that. Okay, and then you can go here, and you could go like that. And so this one's going to be 4 tall. So I got 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is going to be the 4th layer tall. Okay, and then we're going to do it here. You get the idea. Okay, so now all of those are 4 tall, and then on the inside, what we're going to do is we're going to start, say right here, maybe this was where our door is going to be, so I'm going to go up 3 there, and then up 3 here, and then I'm going to dig this guy out and put a block there. So you might want to put that as a different block as like sort of your threshold of your door. You could use like a dark concrete or like a stone brick or just whatever, maybe some like a stone slab, something like that. But I'm just going to go with the acacia wood for now. And then one right there. So what I did is I just put on this one here, this is going to be a window. So I'm going to do up 3, and then I just replaced that right there. Okay, and then you might as well put your window in. So I have some blue stained glass right here, and I'm just going to put in my window like that. Okay, And then I'm going to do the same on this side. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Replace this grass block and put 3 windows. Okay, one more side. Okay, if you want this to be your door, then you can put a block right there to make it too high. And then all you have to do is put in your door right there, just like that. And there's your door. Okay, then next you could go ahead and put a button right there so you can open the door. And then I like my buttons on the right. If you're right-handed, you probably like your buttons on the right too. If you're left-handed, maybe put it on the left, whatever. But then I just have to have a button to open the door. Okay, after that, we're going to go ahead and just half slab all of these. So I'm going to start on top of one of the sections with the acacia wood, and we're just going to go half slab the whole thing, as long as our magic mouse doesn't mess us up. There we go. Okay, so we're just going to put half slabs along this whole top, all the way around, and you're going to fill in the middle too. Okay, so that's all filled in. Now, if you want to make the one that is double tall, what you could do is instead of putting half slabs there, you just put full blocks there, and then that's going to be like your floor for the next module up. So then from here, you're going to go up another 4 like this, and then you'd go around with that 4, and then this is going to be your floor, and then on top of this one here, you'd put like your half slab right there. Okay, I hope that makes sense. So then like, let me just show you this real quick. Okay, so then like your window would go like right here. This. You see that? So then this block right here was like the floor. Okay. Very nice. We're going to get rid of all that. Okay. Then to finish this thing off, you can put some windows in. I like to do these little diagonal things like this. You can go like this. I suppose an option would be to perhaps break 4 out and do some larger windows if you want to. You could do that. I really like the diagonal ones because it lets light in, but then it's not like too much. Another possibility would be to perhaps go like around like this with some glass like this. So that you have something like that. Or perhaps even just this. Okay, so those are some possibilities. I really like the diagonals the best, and I recommend you use those. But if you don't like the diagonal windows, then that's fine. Okay, so a diagonal there, and then we're going to do a diagonal here. And I try to keep my diagonals so that they're like complementary, if that makes sense. So, or there would be like a, I guess a, what do you call it? Like a flip, like a mirror image. There we go. So a reflection. Thank you. So that this one is up here, and then that one's there. And then so then this one here is going to be down there like that one, and then up. And then the next one's going to be up and down like that, and so on, all the way around. Like that. And then one more. Oop. Yeah, like that. There we go. Okay. And that is the exterior of the building. So then what you'd have to do is might want to go in here and maybe put a floor in of some sort. Replace all this grass, or maybe you want a dirt floor, I don't know, grass floor, whatever you want to do as far as the floor in here. I'm just throwing in some concrete blocks because that's what was in my inventory, but that's kind of the idea, just, you know, span the floor in, whatever you want to do. In the other one that I did, I used the chiseled quartz and the top of the quartz pillar. So if you look here, I've got chiseled quartz, top of the quartz pillar, and then I like to use the new concrete powder to make a carpet. I really hate the look of the carpet blocks. Just absolutely hate them. I don't know why. I just think that this texture is just super wicked ugly. I don't know why. But anyways, that's that. Okay. The only other thing that you might want to do is if you want to add on to the side of this build, like you could make one that's too wide, for example. So like one here and then one here. You could just go another, 1, 2, 3 blocks out, and then this is your. So as far as the distance of 4, you would keep this as like you'd count this in both houses, and then you just basically knock out this wall right here, and just continue it. So you do like a space of 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 1, 2, 3, and then your other window would go right there, and that would make kind of a little bit longer house. Also, if you had like the 2-story and you wanted to stretch it out this way, you can. Whatever. So it's kind of like modular like that, so you can build it in whatever configuration you want. I would imagine you could build quite a large one, like all connected together, and that might be cool. So if you do build something like that, maybe you could share it with me, like on Twitter or something. You could tweet me or whatever. I'm not too big into tweeting, but you could do that. Okay. Then again, to build this little top section, all you have to do, and these walls right here are just 2s. Instead of 4, like you just do 2. So 1, 2. And then it's the same 3 wide right here as it is here. Okay, and just it makes like a little thing. It's not really big enough to do anything with. I mean, you could maybe build a ladder that goes up and like have like a tiny little bedroom in here, or something like that. But it's more for the exterior aesthetics, if you like the little top thing to kind of add some interest to the build. Okay, that's it. That's the whole thing. I hope you guys like this. I hope you try it and maybe build some different configurations of it if you thought this thing was cool at all. But anyways, this has been Hex, and God bless.